Well, let's talk about anime. So anime, we were
Okay.
anime. Wow, I love
Dragon
anime.
Ball Z or Naruto since Pokemon is not on thing. I can talk about that. Or I can talk about a bit of One Piece as well. Which what animes have you seen? Like I haven't watched too much. I've seen a bit of Psycho Pass, K-On, Death Note, the Phoenix Wright anime.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. What anime have I seen? It's been so long. I need to watch more anime. Oh yeah, I've seen My Hero Academia. That's the current one. I need to watch Demon Slayer, but I've been haven't gone around to it. What you watch, Andrew?
So usually I watch. There's a lot of anime, but one of my there's a lot. There's Dragon Ball Z, there's Sailor Moon, and Pokemon, and there's the Evangelion, my favorite. There's Full Metal Panic, my favorite, and there's a lot. There's a lot of things, including Demon Slayer. And yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of.
That's not a lot. You may reach the surface. Have you looked at the Funimation thing? You have so much to watch here. You're nowhere near close to saying you've seen a lot.
Yeah, I need
That's
to watch
how
it.
they
I need
do.
to. Yeah, I need to
My
watch the
friend
Netflix.
has seen 100 anime. Okay, 100.
damn.
Not even close to 10% of that.
10%.
I haven't seen much as well. That's why I say I bet. Yeah, but I said because it said it's a lot of anime. Oh yeah, I've seen that anime, but then I put the Melancholy of Hironi something. Also, Gundam Seed Destiny.
Haruhi Suzumiya is the one. Melancholy
What?
Haruhi.
What?
Haruhi.
What?
Haruhi Suzumiya. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember that. That came out back in
remember that one.
2006, 2007.
Yeah,
Because that was
Yeah.
with Oran High School Post Club with another Haruhi.
yeah.
That's
And
why.
also
was a
seen
fan.
some.
Yeah, I was a fan of that show. I was a fan of that one.
I love the
thought they were,
soundtrack.
like, two
It's so
sh-
nice. Classical music is
Yeah.
fun. But
Yeah,
we
we can talk. Yeah.
we can
I
talk
guess
about all
the
that.
will be Sailor Moon will be the first anime in Australia because that's the first one that was shown on Channel 7 back in the day. So I guess
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon.
Sailor
Yes,
Moon.
that'll be the first one.
That's a classic. The dub is a classic. I mean, almost.
Yeah.
I remember I
And we
used to
saw
watch
the
it.
censored version. Yeah, so censorship
yes.
was a big deal. Like Dragon Ball Z was really censored a lot, when we got in Australia.
Yes, not a lot, not too much blood, not too much nudity, all that jazz,
And alcohol.
and alcohol. So
Although
they weren't.
only
They were never
Dragon
drunk.
Ball, the original
Yeah.
Dragon Ball had nudity. Dragon Ball Z was more violence.
Yeah,
Not
but
that
in
bad.
Sailor Moon, it might be okay. But in Japan, they made very uncomfortable because some of the scene Sailor Uranus or Sailor thing, I don't know what the name is. They're having like lesbian couple, but in like in American one, they completely change it into cousin because in Japan is very well. I don't know why they put in there.
Well, I guess they were more open in the Japanese version, but they did a lot of things. Like they made Zosa a woman in the dub. In the original, he wasn't. So just all those things.
Okay, in context, Sailor Moon, I got to the bit where you find out that the pink-haired girl is Sailor Moon's daughter from the future. That's how far I got up to.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
there's
Well,
more after that.
yeah, there
Yeah.
is, but you've gone more than what I have. Because I never went to the outer ones. I never really even went to like Neptune. I kind of just stopped at the Moon Crystal Kingdom saga. And yeah, I guess because they didn't really air the dub episodes after that. So it would have been a lot more difficult to find those other episodes. Now, obviously now.
Yeah.
you can
Look,
see
Sailor Moon days, it's just showing where the reused animation was definitely so obvious in that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they probably did that in Dragon Ball Z too. Although I guess they dragged it out.
Because
Especially,
it
they cut
happened,
corners
it's
in
less
that fight scene.
obvious.
Yeah, I guess in
It's
the
just
Sailor Moon they save time on transformation sequence. They just reuse the same animation for every single one. I don't know if you've seen.
That's the most popular.
I don't know if you've seen
Very
yeah.
popular.
I don't know if you've seen the later series, Sailor Moon Crystal, because they completely changed the design. I mean, they used designs that were more in keeping with the manga. So I mean,
yeah,
they
I
kept the
actually
voice
read one
actors.
to try to see the manga. Oh yeah, I saw Ramen Half. Rama Half. You heard that one?
I've heard of that. It's a classic.
Yeah.
The class.
You haven't
I
heard of
actually
it,
read the
Andrew?
manga and what some of the anime. The
Huh?
anime actually didn't fish
Nope, I've heard
properly.
of it.
It fished halfway of the manga
Oh,
for
okay.
some reason. I guess the ratings of the anime was low, but the manga was still popular. Probably
Mm.
that way. Because
Ah,
in Japan, the manga's popularity is more important than anime popularity.
I think that's true. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I know
amazing.
that.
Yeah, but I think it's when he gets wet or something. He turns
It's a
into a
girl,
woman.
yes.
He turns into a
Yes.
girl.
And he's
That's
the
what she
lucky one. His friend turns into a pig, a little pig when he gets wet with water.
Oh,
And
okay.
one
Well, at least
time
he's
else
still
is
human.
duck or cat.
Yeah. So he did
Yes.
luck out, all things considered. And this
Oh,
is
the
like,
thing is, they were happy because his dad was stupid. He wanted to train in a lake, but he didn't bother reading what the lake was about. So that's a cursed lake. He didn't bother reading the panel. He just wanted to train in any random lake to prove that he was strong. Also, his dad actually makes a lot of bad decisions that affect him throughout the manga. That's the comedy of it. Like he got him engaged to 2 different women at a different time just because he wanted extra dowry. Yeah, that's logical. But everyone blames him for it. Rama instead of the dad for causing that problem.
else.
Like, because Rama was only 5 years old when he agreed to 2 engagements with dad.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like, yeah, the crazy grandmother, the wacky attacks. It's just hilarious. Sorry, the comedy is just little punchlines and timing.
Yeah, that's it.
Because, and then of course he accidentally gets engaged the 3rd time by accident because he beats a girl in a fight as a door. In that tradition, that's actually engaging someone.
So dark.
No,
So dark.
it's a lot more funny slapstick than he's making it out. It's just, this is the
Yeah,
sort of humor like beating your
yeah.
husband is funny. Ha ha ha. How dumb.
No, he beats her in a fight because they're both warriors. So that's actually
okay.
that tradition.
That's different.
In a tournament fight, if you actually
Okay.
get beat in a fight, you actually means that you actually is a sign of love. He didn't know anything about that, so that's the 3rd love interest. I think it's more, and then of course the main love interest is the engagement one. For the first one, a lot of couple of males love her as well. So it's a weird comedy tropes of craziness, of it all interconnectedness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that turns to the pig, like he turned to because he was want to fight Rama, but he lacks direction. He's like directionally so challenged because even though he lived next door, he walked the other way and got lost in the lake and then turned to a pig.
The heck?
Like directionally challenged.
You lost
his
a leg.
neighbor and he got lost looking for his next door neighbor.
What kind of anime is that? You lost a leg and turned you pig. It's so weird.
Because that like is basically based on the cursed snake. Animal that die in it, and then you turn into that portion of the lake. And one of them was like this. One of them is the octopus. It's like the octopus drowned in the lake. Like, how is that possible? Everyone pointed that out. Like, oh, shut up. Like the legend says because how does the octopus die in the lake, drown in the lake?
Maybe they only live in salt water, is why.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it's not meant to make sense. You don't
there.
think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. Just
Yeah,
enjoy the
reading
randomness.
it's just hilarious. The
Yeah.
fight scenes. But I said like, I mean, Such Search and Jump's a different author, but the author is a female who wrote Ram a Half, by the way. She did Fruit
yeah.
Basket and Inuyasha.
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 Just finished a few years ago. Man, that went on for ages. And that was an anime as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so that's like
she's got a
And
very
yeah, I
particular.
read
She's
her
got a
out.
very familiar style. She's got she's got a very particular sense of humor.
Yeah.
Rumiko Takahashi, I think her name was something like that.
Rumor Hakataki.
Yeah.
What's the story about? What's the story?
That's the author. That's the manga creator. So that's I think her name. But check it out. Inuyasha, Ramaha, Fruits Basket. She wrote that one too. Man, no, that takes me back. I mean, I heard of it. I never really was a follow by that one, actually.
Yeah, I say it's definitely one of the things that's worth reading. Okay, the manga, because the anime, I said it finishes halfway before the manga does. It's not really a good conclusion. And plus, yeah, the anime, because I find like manga style, they age a lot better than old anime. Old manga ages better, yeah. Like the original Dragon Ball, I can't watch the anime anymore because the animation style is so old. But when I read the manga, it ages a lot better. And I laugh out loud of Dragon Ball. Like I said, see it as a manga is a bit better than the anime on the first of Dragon Ball, but you know, Dragon Ball is just hilarious. The anime of Dragon Ball Z is definitely better than the anime of Dragon Ball, but I watched Dragon Ball Kai, so I meant to rewatch C because C had way too much filler. I just can't handle the filler anymore.
So what's the most recent Dragon Ball thing? Just to
Dragon Ball
catch me.
Super.
Is that a movie or is that like a series?
Okay, you took out the movie, then Dragon Ball Broly, you count movies, Broly's the latest one, but the manga is still going, so the manga is the current storyline.
Really? I thought it
know.
was finished. Man.
No, because the anime was on hiatus because the voice actress for Bulma passed away. The Japanese voice actress for
I
Bulma
see.
passed away, but the
Oh.
manga artist was always like still had the time to write more. They could actually they finished 2 arcs that could be done after the anime ended because the anime was ahead of the manga for a while. Because the original manga artist did a chapter every week. This year, artist, because the one that the original Akira chose, does a chapter every month. Even though it's double the content of the Akira, but still like half the pace Akira Toriyama did. But we don't know how he ever did a chapter a week for couple for years before he gave up on Dragon Ball Z. Like he just burnt out. It's like that was a long time from the original Dragon Ball to Majin Buu. Like he wrote a chapter every week, and that's how long it took for him to get burnt out. Because you know what the Z stand for in Dragon Ball Z stands for? Zenkai, and it's just the main final chapter. So Dragon Ball Z was supposed to represent the end of the Dragon Ball era, but that lasted longer than expected. Like there's a lot of stories like Kira, like it's implied that it's just the end around the Frieza arc. That's supposed to be the final arc. But yeah, and that went longer, even that went longer than expected if you actually think about the pacing of that. But yeah, that's why I said the New Dragon Super arc. It says 1 chapter per month, so it's 12 chapters, and yeah. And so they actually remember Dragon Ball Super is set between the Majin Buu and before the final episode of Z, which was a 10-year time skip. Now, of course, the biggest issue with Dragon Ball Super is that they don't age the characters much within the 10-year time skip. Goten is still 8 years old right now. It still looks that way. So yeah, I guess it's just the same on animation because they can't be. But Dragon Ball Super is not you don't want to spend extra on a character doesn't really to make them look older. Just do that. It shows up in a couple of seconds. But yeah, when we talk about that, which one do you guys like better? Andrew, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Super, or Dragon Ball GT?
I prefer the Dragon Ball Z because it's a lot better. It's like pure. It's like more like pure original. I don't know. Just for me, I like this one. Most I like it's the fighting with Frieza. That mostly the best one I like. I remember watching on I remember Australian on Cheese TV. I was so exciting. The fighting's so good, and I loved it.
The Cell Saga was better in Dragon Ball Z, and the Frieza thing, yeah, look, it was good, but then when Goku became Super Saiyan, it was like one-way fight. That's why I don't feel too tense. Like before Goku went Super Saiyan, you find out that Frieza's using half his power, and Goku saying, "Oh," but the minute he turns Super Saiyan, Goku beats him too easily. Yes, the only thing that made it tense was that the plan was going to blow up in 5 minutes, but to the power of anime, 5 minutes equals 10 episodes. It took like 4 hours for 5 minutes. That's why the manga's better, because the manga's like 2 chapters and you read it fast, you can feel like it's 5 minutes have actually passed. Compared to the anime, next episode, okay, it still has like 4 minutes left. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, the time does not make sense in Dragon Ball Z in general, if you think about it, because yeah. But yeah, I say the Cell Saga was my favorite because it was tense from beginning to end. And not to mention, if you count that from the Angel Saga, it was like, Cell was so powerful, but it made sense. And the plot is that Gohan ended up being the hero instead of Goku always being the hero for every other arc, like defeat to the winning blow. And not to mention, just have more heart because Goku was a good dad, and you should be relevant to you, Edge, because you're a dad. You should know what it's like to want to be good to pass things on to your son. And the father-son Kamehameha, like that Therese, right?
Yeah,
the father-son.
I think I remember that. Yeah,
that symbolism is still really good here. Yes, and yeah, Goku turning Super Saiyan for the first time in Dragon Ball Z was good. Although, as a kid, we was born that in the opening because he turns into Super Saiyan from the very first episode in the English dub opening. You see that
That
actually
figure.
going,
Yeah,
going
that
on, yeah.
figure.
Me,
That's
you
all right.
mean Dragon Ball Z opening English dubs?
Yes.
Dragon,
Okay,
dragon, it's a dragon, Dragon
Dragon
Z.
Ball, Dragon,
Yeah.
Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z. And then you see like
In
last
the
in the middle
shots.
into Super Saiyan. That's pretty much spoils it. But then again, as a kid, I didn't pay too much attention to that.
Mhm.
Because like originally in the thing, I thought that Goku being him the spirit bomb was actually tense enough because that was like really, everything was last second. So that's why when Frieza came back, like, oh my gosh, he's not even that hurt and kills Krillin. Back when like Krillin died twice, I was like, whoa.
Mm.
That's why I think Super Saiyan was that. However, I still find Ultra Instinct and Dragon Ball Super the better transformation. And that was still more epic. So that's why nowadays that's the Ultra Instinct sign, not the main Ultra Instinct master. And I find that less appealing, but yeah. But you know about Ultra Instinct, Therese?
I've heard of it. I don't know what that is because I haven't watched that episode. I don't think. Is that like
Andrew,
Spider
you know what
Sense?
I do?
Nope, never heard of.
Okay, did you watch Dragon Ball Super before you decided to say that Dragon Ball Z is
Nope.
better?
Nope, no, I have not seen it. Nope, I have not seen it. I seen the TV show. I seen the movie, like 01 movie.
Okay, so
But I have
you've
not
seen
seen the
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and not Dragon Ball Super or GT.
I know GT. I know that one, but Super, never seen this.
Did you
before.
watch the Beerus movie or the Resurrection
Nope.
F or the Broly movie?
Nope, I never seen that. Nope.
How dare you? It's a anime fan. You didn't even watch the mainstream one.
Well,
Anime fan at least watch the mainstream and non-mainstream, and you didn't
Well, I
even
have
watch
not
the
seen that.
mainstream.
I'm not.
And
I like the fight scene. I like the story, but I'm not into like, I'm not into like a really long episode, like One Piece.
Dragon Ball Super is actually more better paced than Dragon Ball Z because they have less filler, and the filler they have is actually hilarious. Like Goku basing Pan for one day, that was just hilarious. Or the baseball episode, which is it brought Yamcha to the spotlight, which it hasn't did. And Dragon Ball Super also made Master Roshi cool again. One of the best episodes was Master Roshi. They one top thing that Master Roshi did in Dragon Ball Z. That was cool.
All right then. And speaking Goku, I don't like the Japanese version of Goku voice. The Goku voice is sound girly. Have you
It
seen
is
it?
voiced by a woman.
Huh?
The Japanese voice actress is a woman for Goku.
Yeah,
Did you
I think
know
I
that?
no. Well, I prefer the English dub voice.
Yeah, I do, but I say I can still watch it because I watch Dragon Ball Super subbed first, then the English dub.
Mm.
So I can handle both. But wow, you guys are missing out of the Broly movie in some parts. Okay, if I were to recommend Super, you watch the first two movies of the Battle of the Gods and then Resurrection F because they cover two movies covers the first 3 episodes of the anime. The anime was made afterwards, but they dragged it out. But then after that, they stopped making too much filler, and there's actually the filler parts were actually more hilarious. But yeah, it's just the two movies you want to cover the plot. Then you watch the tournament thing because they actually help with the power scaling of Dragon Ball Super. Because Dragon Ball Super now is less on power levels and more about skill and martial arts. They brought back that so that
Oh, that's
not to
cool.
mention they also make sure that in terms of power scaling, that turns out we are one universe. There are actually 14 different universes, I think, or was it 7? 14, I think. And we have a parallel one. So the first tournament was Universe 6, and the Dragon Ball universe is Dragon Ball Universe 7. And Universe 6 and 7 are like identical twins universe. So in Universe 6, the same race did not get wiped out because they were actually peaceful civilians. And the person that's Fraser there is named Frost is not a complete tyrant. That's why the same race did not get wiped out in that universe. So that changes a bit, and Vegeta actually writes some sayings there. And not to mention because God of Destructions are actually OP, although the problem with because the first movie is they say that I use 70% of my power, and Goku has gotten a lot stronger, so they had to keep buffing the God of Destruction to say that Goku's still not strong enough for that. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super, I say like a lot of some fans hate on it, but because they always complain about power scaling and stuff, like Z and Dragon Ball has this kind of issues. Oh, Goku's incredibly dumb in that one, but yeah, Because it's always been done, but it depends how extreme you're willing to take it. But I don't really care too much to complain. And the Broly movie, though, everyone loves the Broly movie. Because they made Broly canon in the Dragon Ball universe. So that's the highest rated movie. It made a lot of money. And now the next Dragon Ball movie comes out. It's called Superhero and set right before the final episode of Dragon Ball Z. And that's yes. Sorry, I think I talked too much about it. But Andrew, how dare you not watch it? That's the whole point.
You know what? And speaking, I'm not into Dragon Ball, but there's a lot of anime I like, including. Have you seen Evangelion?
The first series, I saw it.
The season one, the 1995 one, and the movie.
Yeah.
There's 2 movies. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen the series and movies. No, not really. Just I know of them, and I know there's a third one that just came out recently. But I like them. Yeah, that story was all over the place because they kept changing it.
Yeah, mostly Evangelion they're trying to make it between Matrix and Inception one, but it's like Kaijun and to make it more like teenager and make it more Matrix and Inception style altogether. So that's why I like it a lot. I got into it, so it's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I remember the theme song. I remember that and Ray being a clone. Spoiler alert, not really. Well, if you don't know that now, you probably wouldn't know because the series has been out since 1995, so it's been a while. So yeah. No, it's an interesting series, I guess, for what we tried to do. And then I remember I think it was a manga or the showrunner fell into depression, so which is why the series went a bit. So I kind of went all over the place. That's what I heard. There's a lot to be said about that series, I guess. But people like it. Let's talk about movies. Have you guys seen Akira?
Okay, yes.
I have it on my DVD, but not yet.
You haven't seen it?
Yeah.
Hey. That is a classic. That is a classic. I do think it should be seen once. Although
I see Ghost in the Shell.
The movie or the TV series?
The movie and some episodes of the TV series when it was on SBS.
I remember that too. That was. I think I prefer that to Evangelion, actually, just because it was a lot more fun.
Well, Akira's like Akira's very the Japanese box office successful, but become the cult following. And believe me, the animation is so beautiful and gorgeous.
Yeah.
But the first time I watched it, it's pretty good, but I got nightmare to what I couldn't sleep to because of nightmare, including the baby one, the squashing with the girl one, and I did get nightmare. But it's enjoyable, but it's a really enjoyable, wow, it's a really masterpiece.
Yeah, it's a classic. And I remember they tried to make a live action movie, but I guess it never came to pass. Which is probably for the best. I don't think they should make a live action. They should just leave it as it is, because I don't think they can improve upon it. There's no reason to make a live action of this movie.
Yeah.
So
look, for the reason why we want live action for any kind of thing is we want to see what it's like when real people do things that they do in anime.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why we want live action.
Well, I mean, I don't mind it, but can they at least try and put in effort and make it work? I mean, after, Cowboy Bebop, I kind of just...
Fail.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather they didn't. Just, if they're going to make a live action, hand it to the right people that actually want to do it. And, we'll see how One Piece goes. I'm going to blindly watch the trailer and, see how they're going to make that into a live action.
Yeah.
Comment below what your thoughts are, predictions. We'll see.
Oh, and don't talk about the live action on Dragon Ball. It's no word for that one.
That movie doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know who was the one that thought that was a good idea. I mean, but I mean, we could spend a whole night talking about our thoughts on that. I mean, yeah. I don't know
right.
What's his name? The green guy. Why can't I freaking remember his name? The alien. Was he even green in that? You guys would know that the green alien in Dragon Ball Z.
You mean Cell?
No, the
Cell?
Namekian. The Namek. They're from Namek.
Namek, yeah, that's Piccolo's race, yeah.
Piccolo, that's it.
Yeah,
Piccolo.
Piccolo.
I guess he was at least their problems with in terms of accuracy. Big enough. But you know what? Yeah, but this is the reason why, I mean, sometimes it is interesting, but if you're just gonna make stuff like that, I'd rather you didn't do a live action. Just leave it alone. If you're gonna do it, at least try.
The reason why I didn't
try.
care is like the live actions never canon to the anime, so therefore you can just treat it as two separate worlds.
No,
So even
that's
if they do bad, yeah, and that's why I didn't care about the Ghostbusters 2016. It was bad or good. It was like canon, so they ruined the original. You can argue Ghostbusters 2 already did that, but
I mean, I guess you can say that for like 80s movies.
well, what's wrong? Because I said,
Yeah, I mean,
because
that we
the only time a remake can ever wreck the original is when they destroy the original. Like Warcraft 3 remake on PC, that wrecked the original because you can't play the original multiplayer anymore.
Okay.
It actually erases the original because the original one gets updated to playing the thing, so you can't actually do that anymore. That is considered the worst remake because it destroys the original.
Okay. Let's see. In terms of anime, has anyone seen Perfect Blue or heard of it?
Nope. I heard it, but I think I heard a story about he's an idol woman, then suddenly someone been stalking.
Yeah, it was an interesting one because I guess for me, because before that, the Master and Manual dealing with like mecha and all the spirit stuff. So it was it was interesting because it was the first one I thought was that was much more grounded and just focused on psychological stuff. So yeah, for those that are looking for recommendations, I recommend that movie. So you can find out see if you can solve the mystery and figure out the ending.
Yeah, let's talk about one of the most talk about anime movie, Makoto Shinkai. Makoto Shinkai is the beloved movie, the most favorite movie all time. Your Name. Have you seen it?
Okay. I need to watch that.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds good. I mean, it's on my watch list. I mean, I think after, I don't know, maybe after I've seen all the Studio Ghibli movies, I might give that one a watch. I don't know. I should watch that because I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Watch on Netflix. Netflix got it.
Oh, okay. All right, it's on my list. I don't know. I think they're making the studio's obviously making more. I don't know what the next one is. I don't know.
Then which one? The new.
They make what's it?
Makoto
Makoto. Is that the studio or is that like the?
It's a name of director. His name is Makoto Shinkai. The company name who did the animation called Co-Mix Wave Film. I think it's for them.
Okay.
Let me check this company. Let me check the company on the internet. It's a company called Co-Mix Wave. Yeah, Co-Mix Wave Film. It's very similar company of the Studio Ghibli, but this one's more completely different.
Okay, that's cool.
But this Makoto Shinkai was the first. It was like between a beautiful and more emotional and more story to make the perfect one. And he knows how to make a beautiful animation that before the company called Kyoko Animation make it more beautiful. Inspired by the Makoto Shinkai.
Nice. Okay. I think it reminds me of, let's see, let me just see what else. Your Name. What's next? Let's see. Comic Safe Films, like you said. Is it dubbed all right? I mean, I'm gonna probably just watch the Japanese version anyway. Let's see. Comic Films. What's the next one?
Which one, Makoto Shinkai or Comic?
Yeah, Comics Wave. Here they're making original. Let's see.
So Sula lock up the door.
Okay.
That's I think Sumi locked up the door. I think that's what it called it.
Oh, Weathering with You is next after one that I was thinking about.
Yeah,
That looks very,
Yeah.
very similar.
I like this one. Garden Wood is on Netflix. Was pretty good.
Nice.
It's pretty good, but the problem is it's short. That's a complaint. But the storytelling was but the storytelling and the characters was pretty good.
Okay.
One of the best, I think. See, you see these Makoto Shinkai, they trying to make it more like it's like dealing. It's about people dealing it. It's about dealing people.
Nice. Oh, it's like the human experience. The human
experience.
Yeah, that's a like. Okay.
All right.
That's your favorite.
Yeah. That not well, sort of afraid, but I think the best one for me is Weather with You, and 5 seconds a second. I will explain this. That there is like three short story. The first one, one of my favorite one. So this is pretty interesting. We got 7 minutes. So
okay. That's all right.
So this is pretty interesting because so the story is like these two in high school, they're being together, but the problem is they live far away. They live far away because they move it. They live both far away one, and the problem is the girl was very sick, and they're very sick. So they decided to go to the train. To her place. I don't know what the name of the Japanese suburb. They had to go there. Unfortunately, they have a lot of delay, lot of snow, and a problem weather control. Well, like how do you say weather condition of this because of the snow a lot. And then suddenly when they reach it, they finally see her. It's been like finally they meet her, and then they're gonna take her to a beautiful tree, and they kiss her in the snow. I don't know how you explain this one.
That's okay. Just give me a second.
Huh?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just messaging. That's cool. All right. Let's see, 6 minutes. Let's see.
Well, maybe we'll continue. Let's continue.
Yeah.
We'll
continue in the new stream. All right. We'll be back after these messages. Okay.
And welcome back. And we're
Welcome.
gonna advertise it for you. Try a new Engine New and Dragon Ball. When you make it, you feel stronger. Wow, I feel stronger. Try it now.
Thanks for that,
Not
Andrew.
saying. It should be a saying for that to work. You're not saying.
I'll make a wish and maybe the dragon can grant a wish. But you have to get all 7. It doesn't just work with one.
Yeah.
Let me see that. So yeah, Dragon Ball Z is a classic. What we were talking about, I guess, the more interesting ones. So Your Name and Weathering with You. Do you guys have a favorite Studio Ghibli movie? Or
Yes.
Spirited Away, but because it was the first one, so I'm not sure how accurate that is. And also, that's probably I seen 3, and then Spirited Away was clearly the better one. The other one, I forgot what the one was called, but the other one was like, this is just a terrible princess one. I just didn't like that one because I felt like it was a bit. I don't know, the princess. I forgot what I was trying to be based on, but yeah, it was. It's not cliche. It's just because it was a bad cliche.
yeah, I think Spirited Away was. Oh, sorry, you go first, Andrew.
Okay, so one of my favorite is there's 2 favorite. One for Leperton's Castle in the Sky, and the other one Ariete. I think it's hold on.
Ariete. So you're close.
That's one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Nice. Okay. I mean, my favorite 2 are actually Howl's Moving Castle and The Cat Returns. I don't know if you know those ones, but I just thought, I think I like it because of the music. Howl's Moving Castle and The Cat Returns, or something that returns. I think it's something like that. I might have got that title.
Return. You mean this Cat Return? You mean this?
Oh, I think that might be it. It's when the girl turns into a cat because she goes into that world, and stuff.
I have a collection of Studio Ghibli.
Nice. Yeah. Hopefully they're still making new ones.
Not the CGI. The with the E was.
Oh, the which
It's fucking shit. It's fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, I have my own thoughts about 3D animation. I'm kind of like, I miss 2D, and it's like it doesn't work. Not for me. So it's like, yeah, when I first saw the trailer for that movie, I was like, nah, I don't really want to see it.
It doesn't compare with the Pixar or DreamWorks.
Yeah.
It looked like a really low TV show, low budget. So it doesn't work.
But did you complain about Beast Wars being 3D, Therese?
No, but I think it's just I don't know. I guess it's just a different product over time. I guess it's stylized. I think I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just so used to Ghibli being 2D that them going 3D just felt very, very jarring. And I thought, nah, they don't need to. And I guess
we get used to it. Like
I guess
Clone Wars. Oh, sorry,
maybe. No, it's okay. It's just maybe. I mean, I did like Beast Wars. That was one of my favorite TV shows when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie. So I guess it's personal taste. So maybe.
I think sometimes animation does take time to adapt. Like say, like the Clone Wars, I used to think it's ugly, but now it's like growing used to it. It actually looks better as you see it.
I know.
I used to think the 2D Clone Wars was better, but now I like the 3D one's better. So yeah, sometimes animation can change based on perception. You can build new. I usually think the Pokemon anime, the old one was better than the new one, but now like I was crazy to think that because I was just used to the old style.
Okay. I do have to think that I think I prefer the old designs but maybe that's just because I'm being nostalgic and that's what I'm used to. And
because I actually watched X and Y Z now the whole series, and then like my brain got used to it. Then I watched all. I was like, yeah, the fight scenes were definitely a lot better than the newer ones for sure.
Fair enough. So yeah.
I agree.
This is why nostalgia. You have to learn to not to see things through nostalgia, but it takes a while to get rid of this lens, really.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
So,
I think nostalgic was a lot better than the new one. The new one's like, what's going on to this one? Well, for example, the Alvin Chipmunk was the old one's a lot better, but the new one, like a live action one, is pretty fucking shit. So I hate it.
Alvin Chipmunk's anime, or we're just getting off topic again?
No, I think what you're talking about is there's a new trailer that came out for Alvin and the Chipmunks. So this is it's weird because it's like a combination of animation and live action. So if you actually look at the trailer,
you talk about
Chip and Dale. Actually, not Alvin Chipmunk. Sorry, I got mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't blame the Chip and Dale the new one because I like this one better. They're making fun of this one and they said no, I don't want reboot, and they always talk about that thing. So this one I'm looking for this one, not like that. Like Space Jam, not like Space Jam 2. It's just like a cash grab.
Yeah. I haven't actually seen that movie, but I guess
I have not seen it.
Isn't it South Park mocked it so badly, so probably not.
Geez, South Park. Okay, well, we'll definitely have an episode dedicated to South Park if you guys are up for it, because I think I could talk about that too. Cool. I watched a few episodes just to prepare myself. But I guess back to drive this topic back to anime.
Anime.
Let's see what the most recent ones. Yeah, what's the most recent one you've seen? The Demon Slayer? Something else?
I think the most recently, well, there's a lot of anime. I think the most recently is Full Metal Panic. I never get over the Full Metal Panic.
That's a classic. It's a classic though. Huh? That's cool. I mean, but I think that one's been out for a while. But there's nothing wrong going into classics because it's like, yeah, I still like, looking at. Well, let's see what the classics watch. Samurai Champloo. Do you guys remember that one? Ninja Scroll. Yeah, Samurai Champloo.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
There's also Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Then Ninja Scroll. I don't know if you guys keep naming them, leave in the comments below. Because I'm trying to see if I can go into classic. Fushi Yugi. I mean, I don't remember that one, but I remember the name. There is Fruits Basket, the old version, because that came out. There was a version that came out years ago. Let's see. Love Hina. That was actually the first anime I
Oh,
watched.
that's the best manga I ever read.
Oh yeah.
Because I found in the library, when you're in the library, you can't be choosers. I'll say manga that was available. But yeah, I realized how perverted it is now reading back then. But as a teenager, you
Kid,
enjoy
whatever
it.
you had. Yeah. It was just a lot more random.
But then the ending was still sweet though.
I guess it was the anime.
Okay, do you read the manga and then watch the anime. Do you know anything about Love Hina?
Love Hina. Sorry?
Do you know anything about Love Hina? So we want first to explain to the audience. Love Hina was a thing about a boy who, when he was a kid, a childhood kid that he doesn't remember, made a promise to go to Tokyo University together. And because if they go together, they fall in love and get married and live happily ever after. He doesn't remember who the girl is, but he wants to go to Tokyo University just to be with that girl. And
unfortunately, that Hina is being a bitch. So Hina is being a bitch.
She isn't she does beat up on him quite a bit. Sometimes,
okay, I don't think Hina is the name of the person. It's Nauru.
No, Love Hina is the name of the inn, the hotel.
Yes.
So her name's Narusegawa. Narufu.
But yeah, the thing is, he keeps accidentally crushing.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of unfortunate. It's kind of like the IG for like.
It's a trope though. It's a trope how the perverts will get hit, but someone he's an accidental perv. Or he doesn't mean to do it, but yeah.
It's just he keeps tripping over stuff, and it just so happens that his hand lands wherever, or he keeps falling into the change rooms. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
He just keeps falling keeps getting the hands back.
Is kind of like unbelievable. It can't be that. Of course, there's a joke that he's immortal because he's just been dead from all the pain he's actually gone through.
That's true.
Yeah. You know what's better than Love Hina? Ayu or Yoshi. Mostly the best one.
I think I've seen that one too, actually. That was like back when I first got introduced to anime. That was probably not the other one where it's like she promises to be the perfect wife. Is that what? I think that was it. That was her main goal. I think she was in they were childhood arranged couple. I'm probably explaining this very, very poorly. I apologize. But yeah, that is a classic too.
Very classic. I think it's called Ayu or Yoshi, I think.
Okay, so to go into another tangent, have you heard of Onizuka, the great teacher?
Huh?
That's a classic too.
By the Love Hina person,
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more. It's definitely a different vibe. It's not perverted, and there's also let's see. City Hunter a TV series or it's just movies?
It's a based on manga and it's a TV.
Yeah.
It then became anime, and then there's a Hong Kong movie with Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that's right. There's that too. What else? Let's see. I mean, I guess it's anime adaptations of games like Street Fighter. I'm just trying to think of original ones. Did you guys like? I mean, speaking of Death Note, because I remember watching that once. I actually prefer the live action movies to like the Japanese live action movies to the anime. I like
not the American
Japanese live action, not the Netflix.
Yes, no one. The Netflix version does not exist. In my mind,
it's a different universe. I'm not going to compare to that. It was good for what it is, for what the flaws, but yeah, it's worse than the Japanese one. But I feel like they actually try, they just failed.
Okay. Well, at least they wanted to. At least they gave it a shot.
This version Mia isn't like she's the manipulator instead of the one being manipulated. That's one thing I give credit for. Was most the Japanese anime at the very least, Mia was too easily manipulated by light.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not going to love a person this much to sacrifice half their life twice. Okay.
Yeah.
They give her a full life.
Yeah, no one's.
And she's a famous singer. She should have some more dignity than that.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the live action Japanese one. I've seen one of it, but I read what happens. I know the differences. So yeah.
You should definitely watch the first and the second one.
Yeah, because I know in this one, L actually wins in the live action one, right?
He does.
Although he does die, but he just changes his time of death so he can prove it.
Yeah. So it's a lot more. It just feels a lot more close because I think one of the complaints, and I agree, is that once the L arc ended, it just wasn't the same with the two replacement characters. I think it was like M and M. Yeah, and mellow.
Near.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
was
just
near,
the other one's mellow or something with the M.
Mellow, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
I think
think
it
it was
interesting.
interesting. Okay, as a manga, because I read the manga, because I really read manga nowadays because I go faster than anime. That's one thing I just noticed about myself. But yeah, I just love because Mellow's more destructive. It's different because I said like Neil was like I said because I think the last episode was like saying that they're inferior to L, but if they go work together, it's stronger than L. Because I said because without Mellow's interference, Light would have outsmarted Neil. But they did the Mellow's interference, it wrecked the plans, and then because his apprentice messed up, it caused Neil to work out the outsmart him that way to see that what Els was planning.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess you mileage me married, but yeah, I think L
So I
is
think the moral of Death Note was that he treated his allies bad because if he actually killed the reporter, he would have realized something was off. So that's why instead of treating his allies badly, then he would have won in the end.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting. I mean, I have heard. I think I have read that that wasn't the original ending that the author wanted, but he just got like the editors told him that he had to like make Light lose, even though maybe he didn't want him to. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
No, I read that the author really actually always
Yeah, no.
wanted Light to lose because he wanted to show that Light was doing was wrong, but more people end up supporting him than he realized, and he had to try to balance. Even when he was making Light even more darker, people were still supporting him. He was surprised how far.
Okay.
But the thing that they try to compromise on is like, how did Light lose? Because they realized that they can't make them superior. So the compromise was that Light lost because his
arrogance
messed up. So it was not his fault fully because something unexpected that happened.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So that was interesting. I mean, I guess it was interesting. I guess it's just funny because it's like, I don't know if you guys have seen the dub of the anime. Just watch it for the lows.
I watched this. I watched
That's
the last
okay.
episode.
Yeah, it's funny. I'll just watch it for the drama, for the melodramatic of eating chips. I think that's been memed to like 100. Have you guys don't know that meme? Look it up.
No.
Death Note chip. Just I'm sure something similar.
Yeah, I know, but the metaphor about what it was, but I remember someone talking about it. But when I was eating chips, because he was doing the camera chip thing, he made an extra line about it or something.
Yeah, no, it's just he made eating chips very, very dramatic. And so did the music and everything else. There's no way to describe it. I guess you just have to see it for yourself. But yeah, I mean, if you do get the chance, watch the Japanese live action, because I think it does tie up that arc pretty well for you know.
Yeah.
all
He
things
also wrote
considered.
a book that said after that where he actually the last 7 days of L, what he did in the last 7 days when we did that.
Okay.
There's
Oh, interesting.
novel. Yeah, I actually
Nice.
read a bit of it. Yeah. But I didn't read the whole thing because I was in Kinga. I feel bad reading a whole book and not buying it. So yeah.
I mean, I guess if it's in the library, then you're just borrowing it. That's if
Yeah,
they
you can find it in the library though. I'm sure. Yeah, I should check the
Okay.
library now because they have more anime and manga than they ever did in the
they
past.
do. They do, which is
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, as I said, like it's way too much because I said the one thing about back in the day I kind of miss when you had one anime to watch at a time, you end up actually committing to it. When you have so many at once, you kind of go between and
Yeah, it isn't easy. But I guess just if you're looking for recommendations, do watch the classics. I don't know if you guys would go for Bleach or Naruto because that goes on for ages. And that's a freaking time sink.
If you just read the manga, okay, because Naruto had way too much filler, especially near the end, because they were just trying to buy time for Boruto.
Yeah.
So for the final arc had extra like almost 50 filler. Not to mention from Naruto to Shippuden, there was 100 filler episodes alone. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
The One Piece is like still going. And
Yes.
I heard the interview said they're gonna make it up to 15 years on the manga.
Well, what's that mean? Like
Yeah.
it's going to take another 15 years to catch up.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
That's a
15
long
years
time.
on the manga. They need
I don't
to
know
stop.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I would start. I don't know. I mean, if you guys listen, you viewers, if you guys watch One Piece, let us know how it's going because I don't think I'd start.
I gave up after Ace died. So that's right before the time skip.
Okay. There's a time skip in that manga as well.
Yes.
Is it worth it?
Time skip.
And I
What?
still haven't found the freaking One Piece yet. The Grand Line that has still
No.
haven't found.
We still haven't.
Any closer? Any update on that?
From what my friend told me, no. My friend just told me like, yeah, from last year, not really update yet. They're just going through lots of adventures. Although there's a lot of more family connections of the flashback and stuff.
Well,
Like, I
that's
feel
cool.
excited.
Who's gonna guess that they're never gonna make it? At least not until 15 years, maybe 20 years.
I think the author's having too much fun. I don't know how he's still writing it, but he's having fun and it's still popular and selling, so he just may as well keep going until
Fair
he'll
enough.
get bored when he gets bored.
Okay.
He said he had an end in mind. But yeah, he seems to be able to improvise a lot of filler in between to make it interesting.
Well, for those that are gonna keep watching it, let us know how it goes. Hang in there, because I guess you're in for a very, very long ride. So it's just gonna keep going there forever. For as long as you can.
Let's talk about the no one talked about the anime. This is did not bring to Western that before. It's called Doraemon. Doraemon became the most popular, released in 1970. It became popular around in Vietnam, China, India, this one, and other countries. But they didn't bring to England, didn't bring to Western. It's going to be very hard to it. So now they decide to bring it to the Disney XP. They introduced it, which means now it look good now, but not really successful until the CGI Doraemon on Netflix, on Japanese one, and in Netflix, it's good now. It's better now, and it's starting to get popular one now.
So it's on Disney XP now. How many seasons?
Disney XP. It's not Disney XP is on the channel one, not the Disney Plus. Disney XP. It's on around 30, I think 30 or 40
episodes.
I think 30 and 40 episodes. I think I can't remember.
So these are new episodes that like 3D, or is this like the old ones that they've brought over?
This is like back in 2014.
Okay.
This is the first introduced for the Western.
Interesting. I mean, I haven't seen that in ages. The closest thing I guess would be like, I don't know, Hello Kitty or something. But that'd be like, I'm talking ages ago. Yeah, let me know if you guys actually, viewers out there, if you remember if you know who Doraemon is. Because I'm not quite sure if I mean, most people would, but maybe there might be some out there that don't know.
There's another anime, but we never heard this one. It's over 7,000 episodes. It's between 1962 to now.
Okay.
It has it's like the Simpson. It's like the Simpson family, but different. Well, I don't know what to call them, but it was the most talked about anime, and it's still going.
What's it called?
And I forgot. I need the name of this one, but I forgot the name of this one. Hey Jimmy, do you know the anime that it's like a female lady?
That doesn't narrow it down much, Andrew.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy. It doesn't work like that.
Female lady that does what? That might be easier.
Try and find what the. Trying to find the never heard.
I used to. What?
Does she transform or do anything? Is
she an assassin? Oh, you better talk me about a kite, okay? That's like terrible to talk about here. Young, that's R-rated. Do not talk about a kite.
No, it's not. It's not porn. Okay, it's not porn. All right.
A kite was it was a kite porn technically. I know it's dark though, definitely dark.
Yeah,
and had some appropriate parts. That's why you should be more Pacific, Andrew.
Yeah,
we're not psychic. When you act vague,
I try to
keep finding it. I mean, I guess while Andrew's finding it, I just remember another one. It's called Jubei the Ninja Girl. If you don't know what that is, Jubei. I definitely recommend that because I love the soundtrack because it's like a really nice violin piece. And both there's two seasons. The first one is worth a watch. So is the second one, and it's about a girl who has finds an ancient eye patch, and she then gets incorporates the spirit of a famous samurai. It's a lot more fun than how I'm describing it, but do check it out. It's a classic too. So yeah.
Found the name.
Okay.
Okay. I hope it's found a name. I don't know what they call them. It's It's a
What's it called?
here he is. Let me type in the comment. Here he is. There.
Sanzai-san? Well, what is
I never heard this one, but this one became popular in Japan. Over 7,000 episodes.
Okay, that looks very much like that
I've
kid.
seen a bit of that. It's
Yeah.
shot in Vietnam. My friends,
Okay.
yeah, my little kids were watching it in Vietnam. So yeah.
That looks very classic. That old school. Reminds me of another series with that boy. I'm not gonna name it until I remember.
Case
what
closed.
No, I know what you mean, but no, it's something
Oh, no.
else. School. Let me see if I can find it. No,
Time for the elevator music.
More elevator music. It's with the not the detective. He's a little boy. That does narrow it down. He's just very young and he's got a very distinctive look. If I showed you a photo, you'll know. It's like
You can click on the share screen. Where
I will once I find him. No. Oh, Emma. It's like Shintaro or something like that. It's not.
Huntaro.
No, that's with
Oh.
hamsters, although that's a classic too. I remember. Boy. Jeez. Shin-chan, that's it. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know. I will share the screen once I. There we go. Okay, I'm going to share the screen now.
Do you know his stream?
Yeah, I know how to do it. Just give me a second.
Welcome to internet. I will show you how you press the share click. Oh, you press already.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Crayon changing.
Yeah. So that's definitely a classic too. It's gone through many
The
distinct arts. So.
The Bart Simpson, Japanese Bart Simpson style.
That's the closest that I guess Japan will get to a Bart Simpson. I don't think they could go any more. So yeah, that's definitely very, very old school. And yeah, I'm guessing he's voiced by. I'm gonna stop sharing now. How do we stop sharing? Stop share. So yeah, that's definitely a classic. I mean, I saw some. I think it's probably still on YouTube. So do check that out. And yeah, it's very, very old school. The dub is actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny too.
Yeah.
Jimmy, any the link that you never heard, like Japanese, like you never heard the anime, like I never heard it.
Wait, are you saying I never heard it or you never heard it? Because if I never heard it, how would I know I never heard? That means
Like
if I
any
know
Japanese-
about it, I heard about it.
Well, Mister, maybe call you Jimmy Anime. Maybe I never heard that.
Yeah, but if I heard about, okay, look, I said I talked about Gundam C. Have you heard of Gundam C when I was talking about it? It's my first.
Yeah, I heard that
nomination
before.
I think
Yeah, I
I've
heard
heard of
that
Gundam.
Gundam C. Gundam C is
Yes, I've heard
different.
that.
It was actually the one that was not connected to every other Gundam. So it was actually when they first started changing the different universe, and it was the first one to be where the villains were not, black and white evil. It was actually shades of gray, and you can actually blame the Earth because it basically was the naturals and the natural borns and genetically modified people, and the natural Earth people struck first with the war. So yeah, they actually caused World War II or World War One. In a way, it's a metaphor for that. So yeah.
Cool.
But that's why, okay, let's see, anime that no one has ever heard. Well, you see, I think you probably know Psychopaths, right?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
I never heard of it.
Okay, let's see. Kasen?
Cashin? I've seen those. I've seen I had the DVD of the live action of that actually.
Yeah, I have
seen
the
it.
live action DVD as well. Okay, let's see. Anime. I probably know a lot of TV shows like I'm watching Manifest, but let's see. Tales of Symphonia anime, you probably haven't seen that.
Nope.
I've heard of it,
Tales of
but no.
Symphonia is video games, and they made anime on that.
Nice.
Yeah, Tales of Vesperia is one of my favorite games. So yeah, they did anime, but it's in Japanese only with sub. However, the later Tale games will get an English dub, like Tales of Vesperia and stuff.
Mm.
Let's see the Final Fantasy anime. There was 1 or 2. Well, Advent Children is technically animation. It's made in Japan, so yeah. And you dissed on it, Andrew. How dare you?
How dare? Yeah, how dare? What is the how dare you for me for?
Because you didn't dare enough. So I wonder how you get dared.
I know what you're talking about. How you dare? What are you doing? What are you trying to explain?
Dare.
What?
Yes.
I don't
I
understand.
dare you to give me $1 million. How dare you? Now give me $1 million.
And how are you gonna get $1 million by
I
reaching
said
on
you give me $1 million, so you work it out.
Well, too bad.
Anyway, let's see. The Ruby. Have you ever heard about Ruby? This one's probably
No.
popular.
Ooh, is that anime? That's an interesting debate because what
Oh,
was
it's
the
just
definition?
YouTube
I mean, because
anime.
it's like, what is Avatar: The Last Airbender considered anime?
Oh, it's not because it has to be made in Japan. That's what's
Mm.
different. Yeah,
So is
right.
Ruby made in Japan? Like,
I didn't
are
pay
you talking about RWBY? That Ruby?
Yeah, that one, yes.
Is that was made in Japan?
I'm not sure. I just what came to my head.
I thought it was Recipe.
Because it was made because there was a crossover with Blaze Blue, so I felt like they probably would.
Okay. Maybe,
Yeah,
but I thought it was made by
Okay.
an American company.
you probably know about Dr. Slump.
Oh, I haven't actually.
Dr.
That's
Slump.
from the Dragon Ball creator, and he does crossover episodes with that in Dragon Ball.
Mm,
Where you see a girl robot beat up someone. That's from Dr. Slump.
okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's how I know about it. And she's also in Dragon Ball Super because that was a meta episode. That meta episode because Jump Superstars. You heard of that game?
I think I have.
It's an anime. Yeah, so it's an anime game with crossover. Basically, comedy beats physical. Brain beats comedy, and physical beats brain. So that's
Well,
why in that universe, because the girl robot is comedy and Vegeta was physical, she beats Vegeta because she's comedy.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's another anime I never heard of. And there he goes.
Oh, I've heard of that one, but I haven't seen that.
You just Google it.
Yakutake. Yakutake,
Yeah.
Japan. Is that just random humor? Does it have a plot? Oh, it's about bread. A minute live action about that too.
Trying to make the perfect
Cracker.
recipe bread.
Well, bread. Interesting. That looks very random.
Very
Interesting.
random. Yeah.
That looks like classic.
All right.
Interesting. Yeah. I guess. Well, we've got 10 minutes left. So I guess, yeah. I guess we can leave it at that.
We can leave it. We can leave it at that.
see. Well, I always want to talk about more about Naruto. I mean,
Well,
we're
yeah.
talking about anime song opening because I always like "We Are Fighting Dreamers." That's anime
Ooh,
song.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
That can be in our next session then. So
Next
one
section, Yep.
one
What
anime
is
song.
we do Pokemon opening anime songs then?
Yeah, we can do that too.
I actually know the songs of the most of the openings, so yeah.
Okay.
I know not all the lyrics, but at least some that you can guess.
Okay. But I guess you can, yeah. We can do that in next week. Opening songs, anime opening songs, because that's a whole topic in itself. So yeah. I guess, yeah, because we can finish it up before the time runs out. But yeah, that was fun. Anime is always good to talk about because there's so many.
There's so many like successful now. Now it's getting better now, including the now Demon Slayer movie. And now it's up to like 500, I think 500 million worldwide. And I was kind of surprising they did that.
Yeah. I guess, people are still, I mean, it's getting much more mainstream, I think. Before, at least in Western, in the Western, it was a little bit more niche. I guess it's also
not censored anymore. I don't think there's ever much anime that's been censored anymore, right? It just give it
not in the same way. I think then we don't have that sort of rating, unless maybe it's a streaming company that does it. But I don't think, definitely not like before. Definitely not like
If
making
it's not made
smokes
by
into
4
lollipops.
kids, 4 kids would definitely censor everything.
Yeah,
but I
like
mean,
our
people wanna
Sanji
go for it.
smoke cigarette was lollipop.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
anyone
not
has
the
a mind
worst
to
thing
claim-
that it did. They actually did the entire arc for no reason.
Oh, really? Was it like very
Yes.
violent?
Yes, it actually caused plot holes. And then what else besides that was so annoying? Oh yeah, and how Luffy beat Crocodile. They said he used blood because that's what's liquid in the anime. They said it's sweat, but like Luffy's always sweating. That should have worked earlier then.
Yes, that can be that one topic to anime censorship, or at least, as you said, they're probably not doing it as much. Yeah, they're probably not doing it as much now because they can't be bothered. Or they realize,
it's not
oh,
often
social norms
like-
have changed. They just, like, kids can handle a little bit more now. We don't need to like.
Although
You don't
the
have to be
sometimes the
afraid.
anime's aimed for kids is also another same thing. Because
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
very
God.
kids play games or kids watch anime.
No, that's definitely not true. So
Yeah.
no, lots of things to talk about. But yeah, but we can leave that to another week. I guess any final thoughts?
Let's see. We need to say something wise. Anime is love, and we should learn from lessons from the problems of that. Okay, like every anime has a moral lesson and stuff to motivate us. Dragon Ball Z is about getting stronger and never giving up. And that's probably the typical of most anime when you think about it. And yeah, so don't give up and train hard. Okay, be strong at Phoenix Eye. So you, Andrew, need to keep training hard and last more than 1 hour when Maria trains us. We need to do 2 hours.
It's not
okay?
Pokemon. It's not you saying Pokemon and Phoenix Eye together trying to beat it. So
No, train hard.
Train hard. Okay. Any final thoughts, Andrew? Until next week.
I thought, believe it or not, animes, it's a most a bit of animes are one of my beloved anime all time. Huge successful, and believe it or not, it's gonna be way better than Disney. I mean Disney, I gotta get sick of the singing and dancing and be princess or something else. Full cliche. But anime in the Japan, they had fresh new story, great casting, and well, everything we got, everything. And I'd like to see continue more and more until they become able to beat the Disney up to 1 billion box office.
What?
He wants anime to do well. So you know what? More power to you. Thanks, that. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, viewers. If you've got any favorite animes, feel free to like comment below. Let us know what you like watching. If you've got any recommendations of new anime or old anime that we should be watching, let us know that as well. And yeah, thanks for that. I guess.
But no hentai.
No hentai, according to Andrew. Because, we have
Sorry,
stuff, but still.
Andrew, how are you the dad and the most perverted out of all of us?
Maybe it's
commercial
because
break.
yeah. That's his answer to that's gonna be his answer to everything. We'll cut to commercial because that's how we roll. Don't worry, guys. We will keep this entertaining for for as long as we can do it. For as long as until we get censored to. Because you never know what things happen. I'm not quite sure what I'm saying anymore either. But thanks, guys. Yeah, it's another random episode, I guess, because we're always random, sort of. And then we're trying to get back on track to the point. I don't know how well we did come around, but thanks for that. I guess until next time. If you've got any more, if you've got any ideas, suggestions of what we want to talk about, let us know as well. That's always open.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye.